Hello again. It's your boy Fang. In the interim between episodes, I have created a naval vessel. It's the Broom class minesweeper. Ha 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 ha. It's a mine warfare vessel. It sweeps, it lays mines, and it occurred to me that given that there are mines in this game now, that would be a thing that's very important to have, especially given the German proclivity to lay those mines. Anyway, lessons from the last war. That looks good. Looks bad. Looks okay. I think I had something important to do. It might have been Orange Baven. It may have been something over here. I would like better research, but you know, there are more severe problems to consider. I think we're going Orange Baven because, man, we're going to be invaded in like a year or less. Probably less, if I had to guess. So we've done that. I forgot what we just researched, actually. It was probably fairly important. Oh yeah, that's what it was. I remember now. Decisions. We can talk to the Allies now, I think. And the Germans, too. Interesting. Well, we've got the anti-war propaganda, anti-pacifist propaganda, rather, going. Prepare evacuation of goal reserves. No. Absolutely not. Okay. Well, I suspect they will not be very happy with us, will the Germans. And what of the British? And the French? Hey! How about we spend some of this lovely opinion to talk to them about this? So we've got request equipment, which will mean we get some stuff. We've got staff plan, which means receive a bonus to division defense on core territory for 180 days. Damn. Intelligence data. That would be to receive a targeted bonus to attack and defense against their aggressor if going to war with them. Just making sure that I have read this correctly. We will receive. Okay, yes. And then military knowledge sharing. That's, you know, I don't know about this. I don't know how good these are. They don't seem great to me. I mean, obviously, they're, I suppose, reasonably good in and of themselves. I'm not sure they're very helpful for us right now, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Yo. We need factories. I'm getting a little concerned about this. At least this is kind of a hard to attack tile. This tile in Brabant. And we're reasonably well defended elsewhere. I'm estimating we'll need at least 3 regular divisions per tile to effectively hold. I mean, 40 width is the basic combat width, but at the same time, it's going to be multi-directional attacks as the normal. So, I guess you guys get to train. Should have been training for some time now. I've, as you can see, got another 4 divisions coming down the pipe. It's a question of manpower still, but, you know, we're getting up there. We'll have the manpower when the war comes. Hopefully. We'll see. Are we done talking about pacifism? No, apparently not. And we are making Britain happy. And the result of that is going to be, I think, in our case, we'll just, you know, be ready to click on one of these buttons. That gives us, I think, combined staff plan. Getting a bunch of defense against the Germans. We're going to be waiting for that. Also, I think, yeah, we got aircraft being researched. I think I'll begin production of them relatively soon. Very limited production. Huh. I think probably it's more important to do anti-tank right now. Because we're not going to be building a lot of those new guns before the war starts. Do we need any of these? Not right now. Not right bloody now. We don't need cavalry. We don't have cavalry. We're actually in a pretty good shape as regards the army. In terms of qualitatively speaking, rather. Ooh, it looks like you need some training. I wonder why that is. Yeah. That's awkward. Ah, the HRMS Celebres, a Marcos class rather. Let's have a wee gander at you, Marcos. No, no. First of the class, you are the Marcos. That's how that goes. Alright, pacifism done? Yeah. Yep. I think we're basically, yeah. This will be the last incrementation of that, and we're going to be fully ready after that. Again, I'm going to just add another 4. You can get training. You're almost retrained. Just about. There we are. We're not going to be so far behind on equipment. I don't think. I mean, first of all, obviously I hate it. But also, you know, whatever. Orange Bevan again. I think it may be important to go down this. Place the defeat one of the following at war. Damn. You need both? All of the following. Damn. Okay, well this is good at least. Attack and defense on core territory. That's important. And getting war support up is also extremely important. Oh dear. Oh dearie me indeed. Can you tell that I might not be fully confident in this war? Just get it out of there, man. Give them the artillery. Get that thing out there. As I mentioned earlier, I believe, artillery being a bottleneck, yeah, that's a frequent thing we got going on here. Well, actually, how about that, buddy? What? But, Britain, we're at maximum relations. Okay, I guess we're not getting any help out of him. That's a pity. That's a darn shame. At least we discovered that before we had to click on that there, what? Yes, before we had to click on that there button for immediate military support. So we're not going to be achieving any sort of British cooperation, it would appear. What a bloody pity, I would say. We're building those minesweepers. That's good news. We actually have half-decent submarines, too. Researched off the start of the game. I'm happy about that. We don't really have a purpose for them right now, but, you know, these things, they happen. German Reich claims Memel. Another batch of maps made obsolete. What a shame. And our manpower is going up. And that's good news. Anti-tank upgrade done. Yep, this is going to be the year of war. Much to my chagrin. That's good. That's, you know, that's going to cause us some problems. Oh, hey, it's time to update our industry again. I always forget to do that beyond the first couple clicks. A problem of mine. Hey, guess what? Oh, and these are good. They're using our templates. Okay. Well, in that case, I will absolutely take that in Europe. Send it. And these divisions here are also basic ones. Damn. I guess they'll just have to be thrown somewhere into the line. A shame. An absolute shame. Okay, these guys are done. I can go into the main line, go to Breda. Breda is getting its forts. Okay, so there's no unfortified section of the line anymore. It's just a question of how well fortified. Oh lord. It's the artillery that's keeping them all behind. When they're all relatively close to being trained, I'll just throw them out, and I'll have to get to fighting, I suppose. Alright, we'll only need a couple of minesweepers, I anticipate. So, what's next coming out? I would say a couple of basic non-minesweeper destroyers. Oh, well. Can I interest you in, say, torpedoes? Yeah, why the hell not? Yep. Where are we at? Van Galen? Oh, it's called the Early Destroyer Hull number 3. Fine, we'll let it stand for now. We'll put them into the fleet because we have somewhat of a shortage of screens for the fleet. We've got 3 heavy cruisers and like 3 screens, one of which is a dedicated minesweeper. There's our aircraft. We're up to almost 100% experience for the Navy again. Maybe it's time we have a look at them. Better anti-submarine, that sounds useful against the Germans. Oop, my bad. Better hull. Okay. That's an interesting idea. It is. It is an idea. I think we need to focus more on more pressing issues, like defending ourselves. Symbol of resistance. That's what I like to see. Okay. Taking off that factory. We're building aircraft. The time has come. Oh, we have a way overabundance of steel. That means 3 factories to work on these defensive lines. I'm not buying any of the rubber because we need those factories, unfortunately. I'm not going with Britain, not happening. Well, unless... yeah, united through democracy. No, we're not going with Britain. It may be time to consider these. Temporary bonuses to consumer goods. Oh, that would have been useful. Construction speed. Whoops. Yep, that's a whoops. But it's not like we weren't doing other things. Bonus for anti-tank, probably not necessary as of this exact moment. 35 days. We'll see where they put those. Maybe it'll be useful. Oh, hey, it's just the boy across the sea. Okay. 25,000 men in reserve. Now that's what I'm bloody talking about. You guys are almost fully trained. So, when those guys are done, we actually will have 2 divisions per tile. Per defensible tile. And then we're going to have to just, like, throw a lot more in there. Any decisions I want to take that will use political power? None of these, unfortunately, are useful. None of them, as it turns out. We still... Are we... Still, though... We can still take these. War support for political power. Oh, we're at 30% war support, which means that we can go up to partial mobilization. Perfect. Okay, that's going to be huge. We're up to 9 factories now. And, yeah, we're going to have to start seriously considering if we get to dig in more before the war, or if we want to be talking about building factories. We're up to 8 factories, which is absolutely pitiful. Absolutely pitiful. And our aircraft are being produced very slowly. They're going to have a terrible job trying to fight the Germans as they come across the skies from Germany. Highly awkward. And of course we do have those persistent equipment shortages, but thankfully they're shortages among the units we're training. They're almost done, and when they're done we'll start deploying. Okay. Where did they put those? Oh, okay, they put them at Utrecht? Just Utrecht. Shouldn't you have... Oh, under construction, of course. Cool, cool. I'm happy about that. That's actually quite useful. I think we're going to go to Phillips next. We need to start cracking down on that research because we're falling behind. We just have a lot of things we're trying to fill at the same time, and it's not going very well. But at least we're reasonably well doctrined for the war. That gives me hope. It really does. Got anti-air guns too. Now the anti-air guns aren't going to help us in, well, tactical combat. It's going to be if they try to strategic bomb us, it'll be more difficult. But, you know, it's the Germans, they tend not to do that. So I'm not sure I accept that as a serious possibility. All of you guys, train. And I guess while we're at it, let's put a couple more in training. I know we don't have the equipment for this. I realize that, you know, strongly. We're getting down to the last of our reserves for infantry support and anti-air equipment. And of course, just we don't have artillery for it, but it's better to get them started now. What is this? Do we not have a lot of fuel? What a shame. Well, boy, are these are these fortifications coming in. I think I will order perhaps an increase to level 7 everywhere. These are 7 plus 1? Well, okay. These are at 5. Alright. I'm okay with that. And with any luck, that'll be the end of it. Oh, actually, what am I doing? So, if we do that, and that... Perfect. Perfect. That shouldn't take too long. I think I'm going to end the episode here, and I'll catch you in the next one.